Salute, salute, salute. I'm just making this quick video. I'm going to explain to you why the stepdaddy is the weakest man walking. First of all, when you sign up to be a stepdaddy, you're signing away your rights. You're signing away your life. You're signing away your resources. You're signing away everything, your time, your energy for another man's children. So you don't you don't get to dictate anything in the house because you're not the real dad. You always will be known as Duke. So the guy that she was with, usually Pookie, he had the fun of creating the children, but you have the responsibility of taking care of them. And not to mention, right? No respect. You will get no respect from these children. You tell them to do something. You tell them that they got to do this. They have to clean. They're going to tell you, step off, Duke. Your name is Duke from now on. Your name is Duke. They know you're not the real father. They're old enough to know that. They don't fear you. You're a weak man who is relying on the authority of the man that is supposed to be there. When he calls and speaks to the children, they straighten up. And he's not even there. He's not even there. Another thing is, if you marry her, and it's getting to the point with these courts that you don't even have to marry them nowadays. After a certain amount of time, you are responsible for those children if things don't work out. So they're not your children, and you're paying child support. So the guy, the pookster, who created these children, don't have to pay child support, but you do. That's being a bozo. That's being a bozo. And on top of that, she'll think that she's doing you the favor. You're doing her the favor. She'll still make it seem like her children is an asset to the relationship with you. The question that you have to ask yourself, you weak man, no spine, you. If you're a stepdad, I'm talking to you. You got to ask yourself, how are they an asset instead of a liability? Explain one, just one. Just one. Give us one reason, one rational, practical reason. Just one. We want to hear it because there are none. They're not yours. How can they be an asset to you when they're not your legacy? They're not yours. All they see is just liability. That's it. Just liability. All that is just losing, losing, losing. Oh, and how about this? The baby father will always have access to that box. All it takes is for them to be in the same room at a certain time, anywhere elsewhere, even at your home if you're at work. Couple of sweet nothings in their ear from the pookster, and it's tizzy tour, which will open up to more problems. Why? Because if Pookster is taking your wife, your girlfriend, whoever she is, if he's taking her on the tizzy tour and she get knocked up, so not only are you taking care of children that are not yours, now you're going to be a potential father to a child that's not yours, And you may not know it, but in all actuality, you're still a stepdad to the new child. It's all downhill. There's no upside to being a stepdad. There's no upside. You done purchased a whip with 150,000 miles on it. And she's asking for that whip for new car price. She's asking you to put down $50K for a whip with 150,000 miles, 150,000. Not only she asking you to put she asking you to put $50K down on a Honda 2006 Honda Civic on donuts with 150K miles on it for $50K. That's what you look like. Purchasing a Honda Civic on donuts. Putting down $50K. That's what you look like. Don't be this guy right here. Do not be this guy right here. It's a thankless job. It's a job that does nothing for you. It only drains your resources. It's bad when your resources are getting drained from your actual children. That's bad. But at least they're your children. You got dudes that have, their own children are draining their resources, and it's a headache. Dudes are, paying for, we're not even talking about the necessities. We're not even talking about a roof over their head. We're not talking about food on the table. We're talking about extra things outside of that. Clothes, sneakers, shoes, activities, school, and when they get older, tuition, private school, if you want them in private school. You're trying to secure their future. It costs a lot. But they're your children. So you're like, it's my kid, so it is what it is. It's your legacy. You're doing that for somebody else's legacy. You're doing that for another man. And you know that pookster, you know what he's looking at? He's glad you're around. He's not mad at you. He's not threatened by you. He's not insecure about you. He's happy you're there. You know why? Because you're taking his responsibility. Oh, he's at home clapping his pookie hands, loving it. Got a big dummy over here. He's loving it. Big dummy over here who is taking care of his responsibility. You done took him off the leash. He's off the leash now because of you. He doesn't have to provide nothing. He's happy you there. So you get to take care of his kids, right? And he still get to take his baby mama on a tizzy tour every now and then. It's a sweet deal from him. For him, it's a sweet deal. It's the sweetest deal he can think of. He has access to his children, right? He could go see them whenever he want. He can call, and you take care of them. You are the sucker. And you know what's the most sickening thing about this? Black men? Is that with him doing all of that, right? He still will not get a submissive, cooperative woman even after doing all that. He comes home, there should be a meal on the table. It should be a warm meal on the table, hot meal on the table, right? House should be cleaned. Clothes, folded from laundry. All that should be done. That should be a given. He don't even get to give it. That should be a given. I don't care if she's working. If she's working, you have two jobs. You have your job at work, which you listening to your Brad boss all day, every day. And you have your job at home, where you're supposed to be making sure that he's taken care of with everything. Anything that he needs, you take care of it. Because he's coming to save you. So he should be getting a hot square meal every day. The house should be clean every day. I don't care. Every day. Why? Because he is coming into your life as a prize. He's a prize to you. To you, Keisha, since y'all want to listen, I don't know why y'all over here. So no Keisha zone. But to you, Keishas, he is a prize. And that's the reason why it's a no-go, because they don't even get that. They don't even get that. They don't even get a hot meal. They still got to come home and fix themselves something to eat. They still got to come home and fix up the bed, sweep the floor. They still got to come home and do laundry. They still got to come home and take care of the children that's not even theirs. Yeah, this is a sucker move.
Nothing.